Egos Rentus here, mentorsapproach.com. Today's email brings us to light the emotional aspects of a divorce and then what happens when you're trying to restart and get moving. And this fella here is going through some, I can see an up and down battle as he's restarting his life. And he's got some questions. I'm going to give my advice on where he's at and what kind of things we can work on. So here we go. Hi, Nikos. I recently divorced and have restarted my life. Great job. Freeing feeling, isn't it? Just to be able to say, I'm restarting my life. Okay? It's a great feeling. It has been challenging, however. I am making progress with restarting. My biggest issue has been with the depression of the whole thing and not being able to see my kids that much. You're accepting it. You're seeing it. You're feeling it. You understand it's there. That's perfect. That's what we want to see. Okay? We want to be able to say, hey, I'm going through these emotions. Not being able to see your kids as much is not a nice place to be at. It's very hard to go through that roller coaster and make adjustments. But again, that's part of the habits and the things that have occurred as you built a life together with somebody and their kids, and then all of a sudden it's taken away from you. Now you got to build new habits. You got to restart, and those voids that you've lost, you need to refill them with some happiness. And you'll see that depression diminish as you actively change things. I can tell from the email that you are actively changing stuff, so it's gotten better. So we're seeing progress. I feel like I failed, but my psychiatrist tells me not to blame myself. The question, I guess, is I would want to start a business, but I keep feeling like I will fail. How do I deal with this? I'm going to read the rest of the email too because it relates. I want to start dating again, but I am scared of the process. How do I deal with this? Do you have any suggestions on how to get through these emotions? You're seeing a psychiatrist, which is great. So you're probably working with him on behavioral changes. You're probably working on talking with him about going through everything. A coach perspective is you do that, and then let's get you moving on things that will help facilitate whatever changes that doctor's telling you to achieve. And quite frankly, in your situation with the people I've worked with, it all comes down to how can you make progressive small changes that will make you a success. And when you're saying, like you feel like you failed in the marriage, it takes two. It takes two to tango. And, that's the line that everybody has. When I first heard that, I was like, well, yeah, but still, somebody has to be at fault. And that was when I was younger. But it takes two. If somebody does not want to be there, they don't want to be there. It could be that you failed, but they stopped trying somewhere along the line, or else they would have helped you through the process. So when you meet somebody and you're doing things that are right and they fall in love with you, and then you stop doing certain things because you become comfortable, it really is two parts to that. One is you stop being that man that she met. On the other aspect, she's not giving you the indication that you need to keep doing it. So us guys are stupid and we stop doing a lot of this stuff. And then all of a sudden the love comes down, the respect factor comes down. You'll never get that back unless you start doing everything the right way and let time pass. You can't be trying to fix something that's going to be broken if the other person does not want to participate in it. So you didn't fail. What you did, you could describe what you did do wrong is stop doing those things that she fell in love with, unless there's another part to the story on her side and you didn't achieve. I don't know the whole story. So I would actually have to sit down with you and walk through to take those emotions away. Your psychiatrist telling you it's not your fault probably is indication that you guys got comfortable and the relationship went through its course, and there's ways to rekindle all that. There's ways to fix all that. But right now, your focus is what it should be. It is right now. Let's look at the business. Why do you think you're going to fail? Well, probably because you have this fear of what just happened with the marriage. Is it a good business, a good idea? Is it solid? Have you gone and talked to a couple professionals to pitch the idea and tell them, what can I do to make sure this works? Okay, have you wanted to consult an accountant and a lawyer to see what's going to be happening with the monies and if it's a profitable business? Have you made that business business plan so you can be confident in it. So when I make a new business, I want to see that document that says where the money's coming and if it's profitable, or else I'm uneasy. And I got business partners in the past that, they didn't want to do that. And I was like, well, how do we know how much money we're going to need? And what if you fuck up? And then, or I fuck up in something when we're working on this business and we got to go find money and we can't even prove anything and we need the money tomorrow. It doesn't make any sense. So our goal really is to get that planning down to make your confidence shoot up. So if I was sitting there on, if you got on the Mentors Approach program for 4 months, okay, I would sit there and I would walk you through each step of the planning over a month's period. It would boost your confidence, it would get you pumped, and you would be moving forward to the next stages of launching the business without any fear. And when we work with people and we take away that fear, we're replacing it with this this addictive action where they want to keep on performing. And once they start on this path, the fear goes away. Same thing with dating. You have a fear issue, and this fear issue with dating, listen, you don't say how long you were married for. It must have been a while because you have kids, and I'm assuming they're around like what, X amount, there's no school, so you still got a lot of years to go. So you got to meet somebody new, somebody who's exciting, somebody who's going to pump you up to work on your business, somebody who's going to be there for you and love you and appreciate you, so that when your kids come over to see you, or you go pick them up, or you go over for holidays, they're going to see this lovely lady that you and her are having a great relationship with, and they'll understand what a relationship is, because most likely you guys were in a bad relationship with your wife, you were fighting, there was a whole bunch of stuff, and the kids were seeing all this, and in their minds that's all they see now. What we want to do is you to progress to this other relationship where it will be great, and the kids will be like, man, I want to spend time with dad. And what's the mom gonna do after a while as the kids get older? They're gonna want to hang out with you guys, not with her 100% of the time. And then you'll see a progression of a split that actually is healthy. And that's what we want to do. We want to make happiness be there, not this pressure to get what you want and never getting it because you're fighting for it. Work towards yourself to build on it. Go out and date. And if you fail, if you fuck up a date, who fucking cares? There's so many women out there. You get an opportunity, go out. Date. You need to date. And what's dating going to be doing? Two things. It's going to get your confidence up in talking with people, not just with girls, but in business. Okay, you'll be able to start smiling again. You're going to list off all the mistakes you make, and you're going to learn from them, because the next girl that really just is like spectacular and you really want to make sure you don't fuck it up, that's the girl that is the practice that you've been doing with everybody else, where you fuck up and you screw up and you say stupid shit, right? And you're not going to do it with her, because you'll know, hey, I already did that. Oh, I ever texted that one girl and, we stopped. She kind of went off. Oh, I went to that girl's house too often. Oh, this, that. Oh, I became a doormat for that girl after the 5th date. Okay, and you'll know right there, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Go pick up some books on relationship and communication. Communication is a big factor in relationships. It's probably 90%. And that's the books I usually see people when I recommend to them. They have success with people. And then what I would do is focus on the business. That's it. Focus on the business. So those two aspects will, as long as you get your business going, the fear factor will go away. And then it will limit and it keep going. And get a coach, get a mentor, get somebody who's going to be by your side, who knows your stuff inside out for business, that can guide you. You want to be doing everything on your own, but you want guidance. You need guidance to get you out of this emotional pull of negativity. And what you'll see is the depression, whether you're on medication or not, the depression will actually go down as your happiness goes up, and you're going to be pumped because you're going to be working and doing stuff all the time. It's great. Like, you can't lose. Okay. Lastly, if you really I recommend this to everybody who tells me they're depressed or they're going, on medication, this and that. There's a lot of stuff that I've seen, and usually with depression, you start being lethargic as well. You start with the medications, you start gaining water weight or just weight in general. I recommend a normal dosage of at least 1 hour of exercise a day. Go to your gym and work out for an hour a day. Okay. 2 things can come out of that. 1, you're going to be in shape. Okay. 2, you might meet somebody. A girl. B, you might meet a business person. C, you might meet some new friends. I mean, I have some new friends that I hang out with that I met at the gym, and quite frankly, they came over to me and were making fun of me because I was on these low weights. And when I told them I had this hand injury and my hand's hurting, all of a sudden, they're like, "Oh, dude, come over here. Let me show you what to do." Right? And they showed me all these new techniques that I didn't know about, and I got back up to actually doing the weights at higher levels that made me feel like $1,000,000. And then, we started talking about everything. We became great friends. They had their issues. I had my issues. We worked about all the stuff. And now it's just like, you go to the gym, it's fun. And I got somebody who's going to be like, "What are you doing? Why aren't you working out harder?" Okay, and they smacked me back into the now, and I started actually working out and getting back on gear because I want to have that beach body full year round, not have to work for it at the end of April and really cut down. So try those things out. Start pushing forward in just progress. Get your plan down, and what you'll see is this positive movement. As long as you do that, your emotions, you'll be able to handle them. And when those emotions come back and you are depressed or you're feeling down, okay, accept it and say, "It's okay, it's there. Let me get moving on something." And you have to push yourself to start moving on something. Because I could tell you, if I went through the business, whatever business you're starting, I could give you a list of things to do that would keep you busy for at least 6 months. And every time something happened, you'd be like, "I got something to do." Okay, so try those things out. If you need a one-on-one coaching session over the phone or a full email description, and I can walk through everything, please visit the website, mentorsapproach.com, and book an appointment, and we can have an undivided attention on everything that's going on and really put you into gear. We do have the Mentors Approach program and walk you through any kind of a situation that you're going through, how to progressively move through it and grow through it, whether it be business, careers, relationships, and get through it and be happy with yourself. And please do share these videos, and please do follow. My name is Nikos Rentas, and this is mentorsapproach.com. Thank you.